Hi guys, we're going to make a very quick, very simple boat. Got a bit of polystyrene that's seen better days. It's got some holes in it, so I'll cut it to a nice shape. And we're going to use an IKEA product. I don't buy much in IKEA, but I was in there the other day and this is a coffee frother, I think you could call it. Some people might call it a cappuccino thing, but all it does is it spins and froths up your coffee. It takes 2 AA batteries and it's called a Produkt. So plus minus, plus minus. So if I just cut that off and make a little propeller to go on the end of it, we can just mount that going through the back there somewhere, up at a bit of an angle, and that should work. Right, propeller. I could use one of the ones I get from Garden Ornaments, or I could just make one. I think I might see if I can make one out of a bit of metal drinks can. Slight change of plan. I thought I had a piece of metal drinks can laying on my desk here somewhere, but I can't find it. But I can find this bit of plastic from a pop bottle. So I'm going to use that instead. So I can mark up a circle on it, cut the circle out, cut some petal shapes into it, like a propeller, and then we'll hot glue that onto the end of the shaft. This is turning out to be one of those days, one of those projects. I was videoing that and then realised the batteries had gone in the camera and it wasn't actually videoing what I was telling you. It was shut down. I've just redrawn the propeller on this bit of card so you can see it. So it's your standard circle, and you mark out the 6 petals, and then I've joined up, I suppose you call it 2 petals at a time, so we get a 3-bladed propeller. So that's what that is. Then I'll hot glue that bit of plastic tubing through the middle that's come from a earbud, cotton bud, because that bit of plastic is just about the right size tube to go on there. Now need to cut this rather sorry looking piece of polystyrene into a shape of a boat. Right, let's sort this out. Now we need to make sure the propeller is turning in the right direction and that the blades are twisted the right way. So it's going to turn that way, so we need the blades to twist like that. So I'll put some more hot glue on to soften the hot glue that's already there, and it's hot enough to actually soften the plastic. So we should be able to twist the blades and it should remember which way we want them twisted. I think we've got the general idea. That one's twisted a bit further than it needs to be. Yep, there's definitely a breeze blowing out the back now. We'll stick it together. So I'll put that bit of plastic tubing on there so we don't rub against the polystyrene of the hull. And I'll just put some hot glue on here to hold that in place. I'll just add a bit of a support underneath the front of that to hold it in place. Let's find some water. We're reduced to the kitchen sink for the test floating. But it certainly works, doesn't it? So, summary time. I'm afraid the washing machine's running in the background, so it's a bit noisy. But we made a homemade propeller out of a bit of plastic. The motor comes from IKEA. It's a coffee stirrer, and a bit of polystyrene and a bit of plastic tubing just to stop the shaft rubbing on the polystyrene on the way through. And it works. I don't think we can get much simpler than that. And that propeller works quite well, doesn't it? It looks to me like it's a bit nose heavy, so we could probably have made a slightly bigger boat, but it still floats okay. That's not going to sink. So, job done.